මගේ එකපාරට වෙන්නේ හරි බෝඩ් ඉස්සරහට මේ පය තුනොත් එහෙම හරි හරි මේ good evening පුතේ හරි good evening හැමෝටම පුතේ මේ so before we begin the session right please tell me do you have any question from last week කට්ටිය camera on කරගන්න ඕනේ right only two people I can see turn on the cameras right ඔයාලගේ ලස්සන මූන් ටික බලන්න ඕනේ හරිද ඒකින්ද පේන්න බෑනේ මෙතුලි නෝල් මෙතුලි කියනවා ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ කියලා right හරි so Buddha, it would be better if you can turn on your cameras otherwise right if your mothers are complaining me right මේ මගේ පුතා හරි දුව හරි අහගෙන ඉන්නේ නැහැ කියලා I will kick you out හරි මම පන්තියෙන් එළියට දානවා හරි okay පුතේ so shall I give you a quick recap මම පොඩි recap එකක් දෙන්නද මේ from the last week okay right so Buddha, what we were discussing in the last week is right so we just began the non-verbal thing and we did one speed revision as well speed revision එකක් කරා right so Buddha, you will be needing two books right one thing to do the tute right tute and so on and so forth and other things right and also the other tute other book is for speed revision right speed revision I have uploaded some videos right the speed revision lesson that we did in last week has also been uploaded to the group එකට දාලා දෙනවා හරි so you can refer that it would be very great ඒක පට්ට හරිද if you can see that if you can watch full video right full video or full recording it would be very great ඒක පට්ට right පන්ති ආවේ නැතත් I would recommend you to do speed revision right පන්තිය theory class එකට ආවේ නැතත් if you do not come to the theory class come to the speed revision session like 8:15 8:20 වගේ you can join the class and see that right that is why I am recommending right that is why I am recommending to come to the class right for the speed revision so that I am doing some random questions from here and there from your past lessons right now you are grade 9 right you now you are in grade 9 right still I cannot do the random question from grade 9 lessons because we are just in the first lesson right but I will do random questions here and there from grade 8 right grade 8 so that it would help you to remember and refresh your previous knowledge on mathematics right so it will boost your memory ඒක වගේ memory එක boost කරයි හරිද right okay පුතේ so lastly I will give you a quick recap I will give you a quick recap right පුතේ මම මේ group එකේ දාලා තිබ්බා question එකක් right some of you guys have done that group එකේ නෙමෙයි මගේ channel එකේ in my WhatsApp channel I have put a quiz right quiz question and do this try to find x and y angle some of you guys have done that right and I have the full answer here now right I have the full answer I have written it now and once the class is over I will send the answer to the WhatsApp channel and so you can log it and do this question right and I will send the second question tonight දෙවෙනි question එක දාන්නම් අද රැට so that you can select the answer මම ඒක normally I will continue from today onwards right until you are with me all right until if you are not with me also please subscribe to the WhatsApp channel subscribe means follow the WhatsApp channel so if you are not with me also you can get daily quizzes like this so that it will help also you to boost your memory හරි ඒකත් ඔයාලට උදව් වෙයි ඔයාලගේ memory එක boost කරන්න right okay පුතේ so I will give you a quick recap quick recap on what we discussed in last week Right. Now focus on the board. Focus on the board. Eyes on the board. Don't do anything. So Buddha, what we have done in last week is number patterns. This is our first lesson. So this is our first lesson and we have just begun it. And what we discussed in last week is, right? And if this is my first number pattern, if I tell this is my first number pattern 6, 8, and if this is my second number pattern, correct, 3 dots. Now you guys know this. Now you guys know this. Vidusha mogada barak. And Sandaru na Sandaru. Right. Right.
I don't know about Sandaru.
I don't know about Sandaru. Right. Right. Okay. So Buddha, the first one. Right. This number pattern does not continuously. Mega does not continue. So you can finish counting the terms. Finish counting the terms. So that we are telling this number pattern finite number pattern. Right? Make a finite number pattern. Why? Right? Finite number pattern. These are from last week. Finite number pattern. Why? We can finish counting the terms. Only 4 terms are there. Right? Only 4 terms. Right? Finish counting. We can finish counting the terms. Right? We can finish counting the terms. But when it comes to here, this 3 dot means, right? This meaning of this 3 dot is to be continued. Right? To be continued. To be continued. Madusanka, right? To be continued. Right? TB continued. To be continued. Right? So there are infinite number of terms. Right? We cannot finish counting. Anante, right? Cannot finish counting. Right? We cannot finish counting. Right? So we call this number pattern as infinite number pattern. Infinite number pattern. It continues to infinity. Ega anantayata yanawa. Right? Infinity. And if we want to separate 2 terms or decouple karna matad, the important thing that we are using is comma. To separate 2 terms of a number pattern, we use a comma. Right? Right. And also, number pattern is called another name. Number pattern or number sequence. Number pattern or number sequence. Right? And most importantly, we did something. The most important thing we did that. What is the most important thing? Right? Most important thing is finding the common difference. CD, common difference. Right? Common difference, right? So, right. Duvini mada photo yak kela dina ek kakulan. Right? So the me common nabuti. Wow, kakulan meru hari awanik me class right? It would be the grade 3. right? So ඒක පට්ට. හරි කකුලේ අමාරුවක් තියා කකුල අඩාගෙන ක්ලාස් එකේ ඇවිල්ලා මේ ක්ලාස් එකේ උගන්වන්නේ අහගෙන ඉන්න. So that would be පට්ට. Great. හරි. So applause for you. හරි. Right. How to find the common difference? Common difference is equal to you need to get a subtraction, right? So subtraction of two terms. How we are going to select those two terms to get the common difference? Common difference equals, right? Any term except first term. Any term except first term, right? Minus the next term, right? So I would show it by using an example now, right? If you want to find the common difference, මේක පට්ට ලේසි හරි. මේක පට්ටම ලේසි. This is පට්ට easy. If you want to find the common difference, normally we are saying D, simple D for common difference. Right? Simple D. Now I will say this is my number pad 3, 6, 9, 12 continues. Right? It will be continuing. Right? Then, if you want to find the common difference, right? So D equals, right? You have to get the subtraction for here, right? For the first square and the second square is here. For the first square, you have to choose, right, a term which does not equal to first term. Mega නැතුව, right? Any term except the first term, right? 6, 9, 12, blah blah blah. I will choose this 9. If this is my 9, right? Right? If this is my 9, what is the next term? Sorry. You have to choose the previous term. If this is the term that I am choosing here, you have to fill this square by using the previous term. Previous term is 6. This goes here. 9 minus 6 equals 3. So the important thing that you need to remember is, right, this common difference is equal for each and every two terms, right? If you get the subtraction of consecutive two terms, if you get the subtraction of consecutive two terms, you will get 3. Shall I try another one? Now I am going to choose 12 for the first one, first point. Subtract previous term, 9. 12 minus 9, 3. Right? I will choose 6. I will choose this one, 6, for the first square. Previous term is 3. 6 minus 3. So it will give me 3 also. For this number pen, our common difference is number 3. But you cannot choose number 3. This is your first term. 3 minus, what is the previous term? There is no previous term. So you cannot choose 3 as the term, right? To subtract, right? So you have to skip this one, choosing this as the first square, right? Okay, any other term you can use, right, for the first square. Then get the subtraction and you can find the common difference. And in last week we did 5 examples, up to page number 2, right? Right. මේක පුතේ තේරුණාද? Do you have any questions from this one? මේකේ මොනවද ප්‍රශ්න තියෙනවද? Do you have any questions from this? නෑ නේද? තියෙනවා නම් කියන්න ඕනේ. If you have any question, okay, good. Alright. Put අනිත් අයට clearද? අපේ අනිත් කට්ටියද ඔක්කොටම? Right? ඔද යසස්මි, Zaira, Hasna, Situga. Right, Uday. Page number 2, right? Finding the general term of a number pattern, right? General term of a number. So, Buddha, now the fun begins. Huh? Now you have the fun, right? But this is so easy. Make what easy, right? Nothing to worry about. Right? So, general term, right? Now we are going to find the general term. Oh, we are going to do some questions, right? Including the general term. Right. Before discussing the general term, right? Before discussing the general term, what is called a term? What the term में क्या? What is called a term? What the term में क्या? Can anyone tell me? So because here I have to discuss, let us identify in the tutor what is a term and how to denote a term. Alright. Uday, how the Dilki, can you tell me? Right, what is the term? In grade 8 you have learned that. Voila, grade 8 වල you have learned that. ඒක ඉගෙනගෙන තියෙනවා. No idea? Then කවුද? Udamsa? What is called a term? What the term making? Right? If you do not know, it's okay. Huh? Doesn't matter. Anyone? What is called a term? Right? Now you know what is called a term, but you do not know how to tell that. ඒක කියන විදිය මතක නැහැ, right? But you have learned it in grade 8. grade 8 වල you have learned that. නේද? එහෙම මතක නැහැ. සර් අපිට මතක තියෙනවා නම් මම කියනවානේ. මතක තිබ්බනම් මම මෙයාට කියලා. හරි? මතක නැහැ නේ? හරි. So පුතා, now look at the book. Focus on the book. So පුතා, before going into this one, right? So if I take this 2, 4, 6, 8, right? No need this. No need this one, right? I am going to tell you what is a term of a number pad, comma, dot, right? So, here you have a single term. 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 Normally we are telling, right? This is our first term. This is our second term. This is our third term. Fourth term. Blah blah blah. Right. And also, so this is a single number, and this 4 is also a single number. 6 is also a single number. 8 is also a single number. Any single number from the number pattern is called a term. Any single number from the number pattern is called a term. Right? So, let us write under that small, right? Under that, right? Let us identify what is a term and how to denote the term, right? Under that, you can write what is called a term. I will write it in the board so that you can write it, right? Any single number, right? Any single number from the number pattern from the number pattern is called is called is called a term, right? Is called a term. Any single number from the number pattern is called a term. So this is the definition of a term. This is the definition of a term, right? Right. Please write this for me. Once you finish writing, send me D to the chat. Chat D. Right. Over with it. Right. Hope all of you guys have written down. Nice. Super. Great. Hi. Okay. Now I told you, remember, this 2 is the first term, this 4 is the second term, this 6 is the third term, this 8 is the fourth term here. Normally, we are going to use some easy denotation, right? We are going to denote that full 2 words, first term, right? First term by using a small notation, right? We are going to denote that. Second term, right? We are going to use a small letter to denote that. Third term, again small denotation notation. So now look at the board. Normally, if we want to write down these 2 words, first term, right? By using a single notation, right? By using a single notation, right? This is the way that you are going to write. To write term, right? To denote this term, we are going to put capital T, right? We are going to put capital T. Now look at the board. Don't do anything. I will give you the time to write, right? We are using capital T, right? We are using capital T to denote term, right? Okay. How we are going to denote, right? This first word, first. If you want to put first, we are going to use 1 like this. T1, right? This is not a superscript, but subscript. Right? T1. Now you know the pattern. For this term, we are using capital T. If you want to put first, we are using number 1. Now, likewise, second term. So you know how to do that, right? Second term, capital T. Second, 2, right? Please write and fill the rest. You guys fill correct. Third term, capital T and subscript V. Right. Eyes on the board. Right. Focus on the board. Now I hope you have finished this one. If you want to use third term T3, third term T3. Right. Right. Okay. So denote this in a number pattern below. Right. I have given that. Denote this in a number pattern below. Right. So how we are going to denote them? Right. So now focus on the board. I will write a number pattern now. Right. So I will write a number pattern. Something like this. 1, 3, 5, 7. 1, 3, 5, 7. Blah blah blah, n at the end. Right. Now there are some blank squares, right? Blank box are there. So we are going to write what we have here, right? Here in the first box, you have to write first term, right? First term, and you can denote it by using T1, right? So this is your T1. Then this is T2, second term, right? Then this is T3, third term, right? This is T4, fourth term. Likewise, can anyone tell me what is the last term? Can anyone tell me what is the last term?
General term.
General term.
Okay, but somewhat near, but by using the this one, how you are going to tell that? By using n. By
Nth term.
please tell me.
Nth term. Nth term.
Yes. Yes. Haributi. General term. Yes, general term. That is general term. But normally, now if I ask you like this, one first term T1. This is second term, right? Second term. This is third term. This is fourth term, right? And if I write something like this, I will write something like this. 7, 35, right? 35. So I will tell this. This is my uh, 13th term, right? So I will tell like this. This is my 13th term. For an example, this is my 13th term. For an example. Now, likewise, what is that? Normally, right? Normally, we do not know this one. This is for an example. We do not know this term. It is denoted as n. It is denoted as n. For that n, we are telling nth term. Nth term. So, we write it nth term. Right? This is your nth term. Right? For now. Normally, we are denoting that term like that, nth term, because that nth term, right? We do not know that. Right? Still, we do not know that. We are going to find it. Right? We are going to find it. Right? Okay. So, we fill the boxes. Fill the boxes. Right? So, you might write second term, this one, right? Second term, T2, third term, T3, fourth term, T4, right? And that on nth term. Like that, you can fill. You can fill the blanks. Huh? Right. Please fill it and send me to the chat එක දාන්න. Once you finish. හරිද? මම තාම තේරෙන්න මුකුත් කරේ නැහැ. Right? Don't worry. Still we didn't do any question. අපි තාම මුකුත් කරේ නැහැ questions. හරි. So මුදා don't worry. No need to worry. Right? Still we are at the okay. Hurry. So all of you have done writing. Hurry. Now look at the board. Huh? Focus on the board. Right. In the below box, in page number 2, there is a box at the below. Now we are going to write something. N term is called, right? Like Anuki said, right? Previously Anuki said, N term is, sorry, no, that, right? Anuki or someone, right? Told me that, and Vidushan told me that is general term. Yes. So Buddha, normally we are telling that N term is called, right? That N term is called, N term is called the general term, right? I will use the red pen. General term. Right. So this is inside the box, right? So, and you can finally write, normally we are going to denote N term, how, right? N term by using, if you want to denote term, you are going to put T, right? So this is N term, like fourth term, third term, second term, first term, second term, third term, fourth term. If you want to denote N term, N term, Tn, right? Please write this down also by denoting this. N term, Tn, right? I missed that. N term, Tn, right? Term N term, right? Term N term. You need to familiar with this one. Na? May words එක පුතේ හැම නිතරම, right? Please familiarize, right? So that when you hear the word N term, Tn, okay, Tn equals in another word general term. Okay, super, general term. So now I am going to find the general term. Tn, N term, right? Done. So under this one, N term is called the general term. You can write Tn, N term equals general term. You have to write this in the box. Make a box here. These words are very important. N term, Tn, first term, common difference, right? Any single number from the number pattern is called a term, right? Infinite number pattern, finite number pattern, right? To use, to separate two terms of a number pattern, we are using comma, right? These three dots used to be continued up to infinity, right? That's why we are telling that number pattern is an infinite number pattern, right? If we finish counting the terms of the number pattern, we are telling finite number pattern, right? So on and so forth. If we cannot finish counting the terms like these three dots at the end, we are calling it infinite number pattern. Right? Right? When I am telling, so you guys need to familiarize with those words. Familiarization. So I think it will be better. Then when you go to the exam, You see these words. N term. N term. Tn. Yeah, Tn. Okay, Tn means a general term. So I have to use general term. Right? So N term is called general term. Tn refers N term. It is already called general term. Keep those words in your head. Page number 3. Right? Page number 3. මෙතන මුදේ මුකුත් මම තාම ගණන් වලට ගියේ නැහැ. Just the theories. මේවා theories only. Normally I do not like theories. Normally I do not like theories. Now boring එක ලියන්න තියෙන්නේ. Now we are going to do some questions. Right. Now the real thing begins. Now the real game begins. Right. මුදේ මෙතන ඉන්නවද anyone of your mother or father, right, works in Abans or Single, right? Manager කෙනෙක් branch manager හරි කවුරු ඉන්නවනම් චූට්ටක් මට message එකක් දාන්නද? Anyone of your father or mother, right, is a branch manager or of Abans or Single, right? Abans or Single, please put a message, right? Right. Right, turn to the page number 3. Developing the number sequence when the general term is given. Make a what easy. What easy, right? So I am going to do the first example. I am going to do the first example. It's a carbon message. Asna, because I need to go for a. So page number 3. Right, page number 3. Right. Developing the number sequence when the general term is given. Right. Developing the number sequence when the general term is given. Right. Make a button easy. Now you have been given the general term. Now you have been given the general term. Read the question, example number 1. Let us consider the number sequence. Let us consider the number sequence with general term. Right. With general term, Tn equals 2n plus 5. Tn equals 2n plus 5. Right. Example number 1. Now I am going to explain to the right. Example number 1. So they have given you the general term. Right. General term of this is from page number 3. Page number 3 wala. Nth term or the general term equals 2n plus 5. Okay. 2n plus 5. First question. Write the first 4 terms of this sequence. Write the first 4 terms of this sequence. How we are going to write the first 4 terms? First 4 terms means T1, T2, T3, T4. Right? Okay. By looking at this one, by looking at this general term, how we are going to obtain T1? How we are going to obtain T2? How we are going to obtain T3 and T4? Right? Right. Now, Buddha, if you see this one, now you know how to write the n term name. Tn. If you have been given the Tn, you know how to get the T1. Now think, n has been replaced by 1. T2. By using Tn, you are going to write T2. Now look at the book. Right? By using this one, you are going to write T1. By using this T general term, you are going to write T2. Now you need to understand the pattern. Now try to think analytically, right? Now try to analyze this one and this one, this one and this one. Now you already know how to write. Now they already know. So instead of n, what I am going to substitute? Instead of n, 1. Instead of n, 2. Very easy, right? If you know the Tn, how you are going to write T3? If you know Tn, how you are going to write T4? What time is event? Super event. You can do this one. Please try it yourself. You need to try it alone, right? You need to try it right alone and right? You can understand it very well. Right, Budhi? Try it yourself and send me the answer to the main chat. Main chat and what are the first 4 terms? You can send me the answer, right? A, comma, B, comma, C, comma, D. Right? Simplify this, right? Substitute n equals 1, substitute n equals 2, substitute n equals 3, substitute n equals 4. Right? Then obtain T1, T2, T3, T4. Right? Then send me the answer by using a single message. I want to try it yourself. I am not going to tell much more. Right? It is okay not to understand. Right? If you cannot understand, right? Try to think. Right? Okay. Asma, send me the answer. Super. Binuti, super, nice. Puthe, send it to the main chat, Puthe, so that I can directly see who got the first place. Puthe, no need to send A, B, C, D, Mame, just send it for your reference, right? So, ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවද? මේ පාඩම කරන්න ඕනද නෑනේ? කරන්න ඕනේ අපි. අර එදා වගේ ඉවර කරුවද? So you, wow, yeah, great, super. So Uda, you know this one, එහෙනම් මේක කරන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. පුතේ ඉවර කරමුද අපි? Shall we end the class? Aparad. Oh, let's do another lesson. Kawuda Situga. What is to? Situga has to check. Sorry. Situga, please check. Vidu check na okay. Right, nice, super. ඕගොල්ලෝ දන්නවනේ. ඕගොල්ලෝ හොඳයි. So you can do this one. මේක button. Now correct, Sidhu. Now correct. Yep. Hi. Right, Budhi. Now look at the board. I will discuss this one. What is simple? Very simple. If you catch the pattern, this is nothing. Right? So, write the first 4 terms. They are asking first 4 terms. Right? So, if you want to obtain the T1, right? If you want to obtain the T1, right? Instead of n, you are going to substitute 1. Right? So, I will use this n equals 1. It will give me T1, right? T1. Instead of this n, I am going to substitute 1, right? 2 times 1 plus 5. 2 times 1 plus 5. 2 times 1, 2. 2 plus 5, 7. Okay. T2. If I want to find T2, n equals 2. N equals 2 means T2. Right? So 2 times, instead of this n, I am going to substitute 2 plus 5. Right? 2 times 2, 4. 4 plus 5, 9. Right? 4 plus 5, 9. So then if you are not familiar with, right, taking the answer directly, if you are not familiar with taking the answer directly, right, don't do like this, right? It would be better if you can do like this, right? 2 times 2, 4. 2 times 2, 4 plus 5. 4 plus 5, 9. Right? Do like this. If you are familiar with this, 2 times 2, 4. Okay, 4 plus 5, 9. 9. So no need to use this. Right? Okay, now let's proceed. This is T2. If I want to get T3, n equals 3. T3 equals 2 times 3 plus 5. Right? 2 times 3, 6 plus 5. 11. Right? T4, n equals 4. T4. Right? So instead of n, I have to substitute 4. So 2 times 4 plus 5. 2 times 4, 8 plus 5, 30. So for the first 4 terms, 7, 9, 11, 13. Right. Uday, any question from this part? If you didn't understand with this one, please let me know. Did you get this today? Right. Okay. Right. Okay. Okay, guys. I will continue. Right. Second one. Find the 18th term. If you know how to find the first term, if you know how to find the second term, if you know how to find the third term, if you know how to find the fourth term, how to find the 18th term, do it and send me the answer to the chat. Do it. Try to do. Some of you guys might have done it already. Yeah, I am receiving answer. Superb. Yeah. Great. I am receiving lot of answers. Right? Yeah. Superb. All of you are sending. Right? I might miss some answers to check. Correct? Yes. Okay. I will do that. Second one. Find the 18th term. N equals 18. So our general term is Tn equals 2n plus 5. Instead of n, I am going to substitute 18. 2 times 18 plus 5. 2 times 18. 36. 36 plus 5. 41. Right? 41 should be the answer. All of you are correct. Super. Okay. Which term is equal to 251? What is this? Which term? Normally we are going to denote term by using n, right? Right? Term, right? Term n, Tn. Now we are going to find the value for n, right? They have given 251, right? So that is our n term. That is our n term because n is not known. They are asking from us find n, right? If you have some kind of this question, right? If they are asking which term, if they are asking which term, if they are asking which term, right? Which term, you need to find the value for n. They are asking what is n term? What is n? What is the value of n? Arun. So puthala, you know the general term Tn equals 2n plus 5. You need to find the value for n. Correct? So they have given 251. So that 251 is the nth term. So you can write third one nth term Tn equals 251. Right? You do not know the value of n. So they are asking what is n macha? N කියන්නේ මොකක්ද? So what is n is called? Right? What is the number of n? Right? So what is the value of n? So Tn is this. Ready? Tn can be written down as 2n plus 5. Okay, let's write. Now look at the board. Don't write. Don't write. Focus on the board. 2n plus 5. Right? Which is our Tn. Right? Which is our Tn equals 251. 251. So Buddha, simplify this one. So you know how to do that. Here you have positive 5. If you want to remove that, what you are going to do? What you are going to do? Can anyone tell me? If you want to remove positive 5, what you are going to do? Some of you
Subtract 5.
super, subtract 5. Right? Subtract 5. From both sides. Subtract 5 from both sides. Okay. Hidam has sent me an answer as well. Right. Okay, let's see. So if I want to remove this positive 5, you are going to subtract 5 from both sides. Right? I will clear this one. Better clear කරන්න. Look at the board. Don't do anything. Don't write. Even don't write. Right? I am still telling you. Right? Positive 5, negative 5. Giving 5 apples to you and taking back that 5 apples. Right? So how many apples are with you? 0. Cancel out. Cancel out. So you have only 2n now in your left hand side. 251 minus 5. What is the value? 200.
46.
246. Right? So now if you want to remove this 2, what can you do? මොකද කරන්නේ? Can anyone tell me?
Both side by
Yeah. Divide both side by 2. Two times what? 2 times 1. So in left hand side you have n. N equals, right, 246 divided by 2. 2 times 1, then 2 times 2, 4, 2 times 3. So your term is 123. So the 123rd term is 251. 123rd term is 251. So Buddha, please write this. Right. When you finish writing, please let me know. Yes, Budamsa's answer is correct, Sudhi. Super. Right. Okay. Great. Right. Today, in the third question, they are asking which term. If they ask which term, right? Which term, you have to find the value of n. Keep that in your mind. Keep that in your mind. So, which term now? Tn equals the term that they give you, 251. Tn equals 251. You already know what is Tn, general term. 2n plus 5. Substitute it here and find the value of n, like this. Done. Right. Next one. Fourth one. Find n plus 1 term in terms of n. You know how to find the first term. You know how to find the second term. You know how to find the third term. You know how to find the fourth term. You know how to find the 18th term. How you are going to find the n plus 1 term? Can anyone tell me how you are going to find? Shall I ask? Ashwan, can you tell me? Briefly explain how to find n plus 1 term by looking at this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Ashwan, can Ashwan tell me? Vidula, how to find the n plus 1 term? I am not getting any answer. Sandavi, can you tell me how to find the n plus 1 term in terms of n? Right? If you know, you can answer. Right? Rashad has sent me an answer. Let's see, Budhi. Let's see. Right? Your answer is appreciated, but I do not know whether it is correct. Susanti, can you tell me how to find the n plus 1 term? Right. Okay. It looks like no one knows. Okay. You need to think. You need to think. Right? That is called analytical thinking. Always don't try to, right, buy hard things. Right? Always don't try to buy hard things. Now, you need to make logic with yourself. Try to build logic with yourself. Now, see the board. You know how to find first term. How to find them? You are going to substitute n equals 1 in the general term. You know how to find the second term. You are going to substitute n equals 2 in the general term, Tn. So you can obtain T2. You are going to find the term 3 or third term by substituting n equals 3. Right? Now, you are going to find the fourth term by substituting n equals 4 in your general term. And also, you know how to find the 18th term as well. Right? 18th term, n equals 18. n equals 18, you are going to substitute it in the general term. Now they are asking n plus 1 term. N plus 1 term. Neither. Right? N plus 1. Now totally forget the n plus 1 thing. Make. Now think this is this as an apple or orange. Orange term. Orange term. Now imagine orange term. What is called orange term? What the orange term kiyani? Forget it, forget it. Instead of orange, right, you are going to substitute a number. I will tell for an example. Now think like this. Right? Now think like this. This orange, right? I will tell that is your 20th term. This is your 20th term. Right? If I tell you, right, this orange is your 20th term, right? This orange is your 20th term. How you are going to find the orange term or 20th term? You are just substituting n equals 20 in this. If you want to find the 20th term, then how to find the orange term? N equals orange. Right? What is the orange? N plus 1, ne? Mean orange is our n plus 1. Like, did you see? What you are going to do? Instead of n, you are going to substitute n plus 1. Instead of n, you are going to substitute n plus 1. Right? That's the point that you need to, right, remember. They are telling you to substitute n plus 1 instead of n. Then you can find the n plus 1 term. N plus 1 term. Right. Okay, Putri. Focus on the board. Now, don't do anything. Focus on the board. I am going to find n plus 1 term. Alright? Right. So, for the fourth question, right? Our general term is Tn equals 2n plus 5. We are going to, first of all, you might write your general term. Tn equals 2n plus 5. Right? In this general term, you are going to substitute n equals n plus 1. Right? If you want to find the n plus 1 term, n equals n plus 1. Right? Instead of n, you are going to put n plus 1. Right. Alright. Here you have Tn. Instead of this n, you are going to replace n plus 1 equals. Here you have 2 times n. Instead of this n, you are going to replace this n with n plus 1. N plus 1. Use brackets. Because that is an expression. Plus 5. Now you know how to remove the brackets and simplify it. What I see. Let's remove the brackets. 2 times n. 2n. Make very nice. 2 times 1. Right? 2 times 1. 2 plus 5. Now what you have? 2n. Here you have 2n. 2 plus 5. Plus 7. Right? So your n plus 1 term is, right? N plus 1 term is 2n plus 7. 2n plus 7. Did you get that? Right? Right. Please write this. Then I will ask whether you got this or not. Make a part easy. You need to make logic with yourself, Pudhi. Pudhi, ඔතන තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිර වෙන්නේ. මොකද දන්නවද? Right? You need to make logic. You have to logic, right? With you. Logic kara. Analyze kara. Please analyze. If I know how to do this one, how to find n plus 1 term? What is it? Think. Always think. Right? Small thing, right? But you need to think 0.1%. දශම එකක් හිතුවා නම් ඇති ඔළුවේ. හරිද? So you can do that. පුතේ, if you finish writing, please let me know. D4 done. Send to the chat. Chat එකට දාන්න. Okay, super. හරි පුතේ. Now before going into the break එකට යන්න කලින්, please tell me this part. Right? I know this one is okay. Right? You know how to do this one, and you know how to do this one. Are you having any questions from this one, third part? Any questions? And fourth part, any unclear points from these two? May they get any unclear point? Tell me. The card has the other, right? You can raise your hands and you can unmute and ask from me. If you have no questions, right? You can say no. Super. Alu puthala Dilki saying no. Okay, super. Visha no. Situga no. Stumi no. Didula no. Okay. Nisal. Rashad. Vedanta no. Haribli. Okay. Right. Okay. Bhuti. So I will give you the break Pudha now. Haribli. So that we can join right exactly at now it is 7:19, 7:20. Okay. Let's meet 7:28 again. 28 or 10. Right? 7:28. මම ඔය බ්‍රේක් එකක් එහෙම දෙන්නේ නිකන් හරිය අමුතු වෙලාවල් එහෙම දෙන්නේ හරි so don't mind that right meanwhile පුතේ මේ if you cannot understand you can ask from me හරි right so පුතේ you can have the break so this is the dude and page number 4 right page number 4 do example number 3 example number 3 I need you you need to send me the answers for first one right second one third one and fourth one right separate Today if you can send me the answer in a single message it would be great right type 1 right type 1 put the answers like this right then instead of this type 2 put the answer right then 3 put the answer then 4 put the answer and send the all answers in a single message so that I can identify right 1 2 3 right so who finishes first who finishes second who finishes third and so on and so forth okay I need complete task විදුෂ ගාන කරනවාද නැත්නම් ඇවටාස් මාරු කර කර ඉන්නවද මම දැක්ක විදුෂ ඇවටා එකක් මාරු කරනවා well can you send me the answer for the first one second one third one fourth one in a single message like this මෙන්න මෙහෙම so it will help me to identify who finishes first nice Gagana got the first place super nice huh? Yeah others please try I will give you another 2 minutes huh? okay Binuti got the second place super නියමයි 6 and plus 1 Puthe Gagana can you check the answer for the last one I mean the fourth for the fourth one 2n plus 1 thing. Okay. Third place, I think Methuli. Vidusha, next. Chitumini, where is your fourth answer? Okay. Hasna got the fourth place. Sorry, third place. Most of you guys are sending me only 3 answers. Why is that? Vishwa Sukanda. Another 1 minute is remaining. Okay, when you are simplifying the last thing, right? Fourth question, you might be very careful. You might be very careful. Okay, when you are simplifying the uh, last one. Yes, Ilki. So you have to watch carefully when simplifying the last term. Rashad also said, how you guys are going, how you guys are getting 6n plus 5? It's not 6n plus 5, right? If you got the answer 6n plus 5 for the fourth one, it is wrong. Right? Vinuti, check your answer. Lagana, check your final answer. Fourth one. Yes, Sandami is also missing some term for the fourth one. Other answers are correct. All of you guys are getting wrong answer for the fourth one. Onna. You know, you do not know how to simplify monother algebraic expressions, right? Like terms one danne. Okay. I think how the Yasasmi got the correct answers for all the things. Superb. Alright. Right now, Yasasmi got the correct answer for all the things. Ashwan, check the fourth one. Vidula, check the fourth one. Yeah, Vidushan. This one is correct. Yep. Now the fourth one is correct. You guys need to pay attention on right when simplifying monother algebraic expressions are there. You need to be very careful. Right? Your substitutions, right, should be very accurate. Patta correct and right? Patta accurate and okay. Now time is up. I will discuss. Now look at the board and focus on the board. Don't do anything. Don't do anything. Right? Right? අම්මලගෙන් මට එන්න බෑ මේ කම්ප්ලේන්ට්ස් හොඳේ මේ එහෙම වුණොත් මම අනිවාර්යෙන් ස්ට්‍රික්ට්ලි කැමරා ඔන් කරන්න කියන හැමෝටම right only අපේ කවුද දිහෙන් විතරයි කැමරා එක ඔන් කරගෙන හරි හරි ඔය පුතේ so at least you have tried නේ හරිද ඔයගොල්ලෝ try කරලා දෙන්න මේක super now you have to Another correct small thing. Correct small thing. Now, after discussing this one, you will get that point also. Now, focus on the book. Right? I will do this question from the beginning. Right? Okay. Always remember, you have to substitute 2n plus 1 instead of n. Instead of n. As an expression. Okay, buddy. So, page number 4. Page number 4. Sorry. Example number 3, page number 4. Page number 4. Now look at the board, don't do anything. Right, they have given you the general term Tn equals 3n plus 4. 3n plus 4. Right? Okay, then first one, write the 4 terms of this sequence. So n equals 1. So that you can get T1 equals, right, 3 times 1 instead of n you have to substitute 1 plus 4, right? 3 times 1 3, 3 plus 4 7. T1 is okay. Second one, second term, sorry, n equals 2, right? T2 instead of n you are going to substitute 2. 3 times 2 plus 4, right? 3 times 2 6, 6 plus 4 10. Then you are going to find T3, n equals 3, so that you can obtain T3, right? So 3 times 3 plus 4. 3 times 3, 9. 9 plus 4, 13. Right? Right. Okay. Now the n equals 4. So n equals 4, T4. 3 times 4 plus 4. Right? So 3 times 4, 12. 12 plus 4, 16. So the 7, 10, 30, 7, 10, 30, 16. So this is your answer. And then in the second one, they are asking find the 21st term. So n equals 21. So your general term is this, right? If you want to find T21, you are going to substitute n equals 21. Instead of n, you are going to substitute 21 plus 4. 3 times 21, 63 plus 4, 67. 67. Right. Third term. Which term is equal to 304? Which term is equal to 304? Which term? They are asking what is n? What is the value of n? If you want to find the value of n, what you are going to do? You know the general term, Tn equals 3n plus 4. So they have given Tn. N term have been given. Right? Has been given 304. So write Tn equals 304. You need to find the value of n. You need to find the value of n. What is your Tn? 3n plus 4. 3n plus 4 equals 304. Right? Right. Now find the value of n. How to find? Here you have positive 4. How to remove the positive 4? Negate 4 from both sides. Right? Here you have plus 4. Opposite thing is negative 4. Right? Plus 4, negative 4. Right? 304, negative 4. Giving 4 apples, taking 4 apples back. How many apples? 0 apples. So cancel out, cancel. Here you have 3n equals 304 minus 4, 300. Nice. Make puthala. If you want to remove 3, you are going to divide both sides by 3. Right? 3 times 1, 3 times 1, n equals 300 divided by 3, 100. And 100. Right. Okay. This one is done. Now, fourth one. Now, focus on the board. Mukut karanne. Don't do anything. Now, I am going to clearly explain this. Right? Now, focus on the board. This is the only question that you are having now. Some point is missing. Correct? Neither. Some point is missing. Wow, කරන්න යනකොට තමයි අඩේ මෙතන මොකක් හරි අවුලක් කියලා. හරි? Sometimes you might not know, correct, how to simplify the algebraic expressions, like terms, or do not know how to simplify the brackets. Right? Focus on the board. Right. Now they are asking find 2n plus 1 term. If you want to find 2n plus 1, you need to replace n with this. You need to replace n of the general term n with this right? So n equals 2n plus 1. I told you to use brackets. Keep that in your mind. Told you to use bracket. Right? Brackets. Don't ever forget them. Ever never forget. Right? Right? Use brackets. So this. Previously also I told you, but I didn't highlight it. I told use brackets. Correct? Now, use brackets. Please write your general term. Tn equals. Now focus on the board. Don't look at anywhere. 3n plus 4. Instead of n, you are going to substitute mover using brackets. N. Where I have n, I am going to substitute 2n plus 1. Brackets. Equal mark. 3 times brackets. Why bracket? Because instead of n, I am going to substitute brackets. Orange, complete orange. Alright, 2n plus 1. Close brackets. Now plus 4. Plus 4. Alright? Right? So now simplify. Remove brackets. This one and this one. Positive times positive. 3 times 2, 6n. Then positive times positive. 3 times 1, 3. Now here plus 4. Keep it like that. Plus 4. Simplify this one. Make a simplify karan. Are there any n terms other than that of 6n? No any n terms, right? Except 6n. You cannot find any n terms other than this one. Only 6n. Right? 6n. What is this? 3 plus 4, 7. Right? So your T 2n plus 1 equals 6n plus 7. Done. Right? Did you understand? Now you got the wrong point of yours. Fully understood? Tell me. Right, Budhi. If you understand this one, right? If you understood, please send Y to the chat. If you got the wrong point of yours. Okay, වැරදි point එක හදාගත්තා නම් අල්ලගත්තා නම් we are going to do some examples. Okay, super. හරි. Okay, අපි බලමු අල්ලගත්තද කියලා. හරි, right. Shall we do example number 2? I want you guys to try, yeah. No. Don't do that. Don't do that. Right, do page number 6. Right, page number 6. I will share the screen. Right, I will share the screen. Page number 6. Right, page number 6. Third question. Send me the answer like previous. Right? Send me the answer like previous. In a single message, you can send me the answer so that I can find who finishes first. What speed, right? Don't think too much. Fastly do. I want to see who finishes first. I will give you 3 minutes. Then move. Do it fast. To the main chat, please send the answer to the main chat. So that I can find who finishes first. Right? සුළු කරද්දි calculator වලින් එහෙම සුළු කරන්න එපා. Don't use calculators. Okay. You would better use multiplication table knowledge. Okay. Yes, Miruti got the first place. Gagana got the second place. Today, yes, now I hope you guys are doing it correctly. Ashwan got the third place, fourth place, Yasasri, Metuli, fifth, Situmini, sixth, Asna. Yes, I'm receiving more answers today now. Okay, 8. Tenuja. Nice. Sanugi. Great. Today no need to write 1, 2, 3, 4. Right? So you would use like comma or something, right? Super. Great. Vidusha, can you rename? Mammelo how the alutek kina? Yep. Okay, Budhe. Time is up. Super. Mamme Budhe right? I will do this quickly, yeah. So this one is easy. And what else? And I will stop sharing so that I will come to the board and do this. Super, super. Horrible. Now you guys know how to do this. Right. So the in page number 6, third question. Page number 6, third question. Our general term is Tn equals 7n plus 1. Alright. So they are asking us to find first three terms. First three terms. They are asking us to find the first three terms. Right. So I will find first three terms. N equals 1. Right. 7 times 1 plus 1. 7 times 1, 7 plus 1, 8. Right. Term 1, 8. T2. Right. That means N equals 2. Instead of N, I am going to substitute 2 plus 1. 7 times 2, 14. 14 plus 1, 50. Right. Okay. N equals 3. 7 times 3 plus 1. Right. 7 times 3, 21. 21 plus 1, 22. Okay. So my first three terms are 8, 15, 22. Right. Second question. Find the fifth term. That means N equals 5. T5 equals 7n plus 1. 7 times 5 plus 1. 7 times 5, 35. 35 plus 1, 36. Okay. Right. Then they are asking, which term is equal to 36? Tn equals 36. Right. Okay. So you know now how to do this one. Right. You have to find the value of n. Tn equals 36. Right. Now, here there is something. Now you need to think. Okay, let's see. Well, 7n plus 1. Right? No need to think anything. Only thing is plus 1. Plus 1 opposite thing, negate 1 from both sides. Plus 1, negate 1. 36, negate 1. Cancel, cancel. Right? 7n equals 35. Divide both sides by 7. Look at the board. Look at the board. 7 times 1, 7 times 1. N equals 35 divided by 7, 5. Right? Okay. Now, this one, fourth one. Right. Write the n plus 2 term in terms of n. So, instead of n, you have to substitute n plus 2 by using brackets. N plus 2. N plus 2. What is your general term? That is 7n plus 1. Instead of n, put this orange by using the brackets. Make orange. Think like that is an orange or apple, whatever, right? 7 times apple. Apple means inside bracket n plus 2. Right? Remember like that. 7 times n plus 2. Right? Here also same. Instead of n, you are going to substitute n plus 2. then plus 1 at the end. This one. Simplify. 7 times n. 7n. 7 times 2. 14 plus 1. 7n. 14 plus 1. 50. Done? Done? Then array. Hope you can understand. Right. Okay. Now let's go for right. Page number 3. Example number 2. Do the first two. Page number 3. Example number 2. Do the first two. And I will tell you how to do the third one and fourth.
Excuse me, sir. What should we do?
Page number 3. Example number 2. Page number 3. Example number 2. Only part 1 and part 2. Right? Do this. Do those things. Okay, super. Minuti has sent me the answer for those two. So those things are very easy. Yeah? Take a part the right? I will tell you how to do the third one and fourth one. Right? That one is very easy, right? Alright. Now look at the word. This one what is okay. Now they are telling us to find the first four terms of this sequence, right? So n equals 1, n equals 2, n equals 3, n equals 4, right? So T1 equals 63 minus 3 times 1. Right? The first term is 60. 63 minus 3, 60. Right? So T2 equals 63 minus 3 times 2. 63 minus 6. So subtract 57, right? 57. If you want to find n equals 3, that means T3 equals 63 minus 3 times n means 3. Nice. So 63 minus 9. So 63 minus 9 means 54, right? Yes, 54. Right? Then you have to find T4. T4 equals 63 minus 3 times 4. That means 63 minus 12. Right? So it will give you 51. So these are the four answers that you need to obtain: 60, 57, 54, 51. Right? So these are the four answers that you need to obtain. Okay. Second one. Find the 11th term of this. N equals 11. Substitute here T11. 63 minus 3 times 11. 63 minus 3 times 11, 30. So 30. T11 equals 30. Got it? Alright. Okay. Third one. What is this? Third one. Shall we read? In the page number 4. Some of you might know how to do that. Show that number 0. Number 0 is the term of the number sequence. Show that number 0 is a term of that number sequence. Term, again they are asking about the term. Term now, right? Show that number 0, right? Number 0 is a term of the number sequence. Right? Now you know the general Tn equals this. Now 0 is a value. Right? 0 is a value like this. Value means a term. Value means a term. So that 0 is a term. Right? So you need to show that 0 is already a term. For this kind of situation, if they are asking show that something, it is same as the which term. Right? Which term? Can you remember? Right? Which term now? Tn equals this. Tn equals this. And they are telling show that number 0 is a term of the number sequence. Grade 8. You know, these are from grade 8. So if you want to do this question, what you have to do is, right? So 0 is a value. So you have to do the same thing that you did do it earlier. Tn should equate to 0 first, right? Like this. Tn should equate to 0 first, right? Now look at the board. Focus on the board. Focus on the board. Don't do anything. Don't write anything. I will give you the time. Right? So what is your Tn? Tn is your general term. 63 minus 3n. Right? Okay. 63 minus 3n equal to 0. Equal to 0. Correct? Now find the value of n. Very simple. Right? Very simple. Right? So how to find the value of n? Right? So you need to isolate n. Right? You need to isolate n. Right? So first of all, Buddha, this 63, right? You need to take it to your other hand side. This 63, you need to take it to the other hand side. So that you can isolate n. Further, right? So this is positive 63. If you want to take it to the other hand side, what you are going to do? Positive 63, right? Minus 3n. What is the opposite thing of positive 63? Negative 63. So subtract negative 63 from both sides. Cancel out positive 63 to negative 63. Cancel out, cancel out. Here minus 3 equals minus 63. Now how to find the value of n? Right? How to find the value of n? Can anyone tell me how the alupudek can work? Sharon, how to find the how to isolate n in your left hand side? Shira? Can. Bye, Depa, Hari. Like Jai Dana, टिके दवसा यही करते हैं then how the Raida how we are going to isolate n in your left hand side. Okay, Methuli has sent me the answer. Yes. Sanogi,
Divide both sides by 3.
it's positive 3 or negative 3?
Negative.
Yeah, divide both sides by negative 3. Right, both sides by negative 3. These are very basic puthe. They are basics. Are the fundamental of maths. Negative 3. Negative divide by negative. Negative divide by negative, positive. 3 times 1, 3 times 1. Negative divide by negative, positive. 63 divided by 3. N equals 21. 0 is the 21st term. Right? So, right, for this question, right, you have n is 21 equal to 21. That means n is equal to an integer. Right? N is an integer. Integer value. That is not a decimal value or something. That is not a decimal value or negative value or something. Right? So n can be only an integer. Because it is a term. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, fifth term, blah blah blah, 100 term, 100 and first term, 100 and second term, 100 and third term, blah blah blah. It cannot be like 1.2 term, right? Right, 1.5 term, 10.5 term. There cannot be decimal places or negative values. Right? N is equal to negative 1.2 term, negative 2 term, right? Here negative second, right? Negative fourth, here minus fifth. N, if and only if you have, right, positive integer, right? Here this 21 is a positive integer, so that you can say 0 is a term of this number pattern because n is an integer, right? So Buddha, you can write the answer like this. Therefore, right? No, you are going to write the answer because n is an integer. N is an integer. I will write it by using red because n is an integer value. Integer value, right? Integer value. 0 is a term of the number pattern. Is a term of the number pattern. Right? So Buddha, you have to write number pattern instead of NP. Yeah? I just wrote NP. Right? So Buddha, please do this. Make a current. Right? You have to do the same thing for fourth one as well. Right? And show n is not an integer. N is not an integer. Right? Please write this and try to do the fourth one. It's saying 34 is not a term. Not a term now. Right? You might have decimal number. So you have to write because n is not an integer value. 34 is not a term of the number pattern. Right? Try to do the fourth one as well after writing this one. So you have to do the same step. Tn equals 34. Okay. Fourth one, try to obtain the answer. You have to show not a term. Tn equals 34. Right? So your Tn is 63 minus 3n equals 34. Right? Find the value of n. Send me the value of n to the chat. Chat එකට පුතේ එවන්න value එක n එක for the fourth one. නම් ගාලා එවන්න. Right? So you guys need to do the example number 4 and send me the answer. Right? So if you cannot understand this one, please look at the book. Right? Example number 2. Your general term is this. Right? And you know how to find n equals 1, t1, t2, t3 and t4. T2, sorry, t1, t2, t3 and t4 by substituting n equals 1 here. Right? 63 minus 3 times 1, 60. 63 minus 3 times 2, right? 63 minus 6, 57. Right? Then T3, 63 minus 3 times 3. Substitute n equals 3. 63 minus 9, 54. T3 equals 54. T4, 63 minus 3 times 4, 12. 63 minus 12, 51. So these are the 4 terms that you have had. Right? Right? Page number 3, example number 2. Now, they are asking you to find the 11th term as well. Substitute n equals 11 in my general term. So 63 minus 3 times 11. Right? Simplify. 63 minus 33 will give you 30. And then, in the third question, they are asking from you, show that 0 is a term of the number band. Term of the number band. It is something like previous. Previous. So you have to show your general term equals to 0 and n is having an integer. If that 0 is a term of a number pattern, right? If that 0 is a term of a number pattern, you have to show n is getting an integer value. So this is the way that you are going to do it. Tn equals 0. You know the Tn is your general term, 63 minus 3n. Substitute here like before. Right? 63 minus 3 equals 0. Right? Then find the value for n. Right? Isolate n in your left hand side. This is positive 63. If you want to remove positive 63, subtract 63 from both sides. Right? Subtract 63 from both sides. 63, 63. Cancel out, cancel. Minus 3n equals minus 63. If you want to isolate n, divide both sides by minus 3. Right? Divide both sides by minus 3. Then cancel minus divide by minus, positive, positive, 3 times 1, 3 times 1, right? 6 here, negative divide by negative, or minus divide by minus, positive, positive. 63 divided by 3, n equals 21. N equals 21. It's an integer, right? So because Pudha, you are getting n equals 21, right? It is an integer also, so that you can say because n is an integer value, 0 is a term of the number pattern. Now fourth one. In the question they are saying, right, show that 34 is not a term of this number pattern. In the third question they ask, show 0 is a term of a number pattern, so that you find the value of n, and you showed it an integer. N is an integer. Now they are asking to show whether n is right, not 34 is not a number pattern. If you want to show 34 is not a number pattern, you need to show the opposite thing of this, right? Previously, n is an integer. Now you need to show n is not an integer. N is not an integer, right? Same steps you have to follow. General term Tn equals 34, right? Tn equals 34, right? Then what is Tn? 63 minus 3n, right? 63 minus 3n equals 34, right? So you have to show n is not an integer to show whether 34 is not a term of the number band, right? So let's simplify. You need to find the value of n, right? This is positive 63, right? Positive 63 minus 3n equals 34, right? So positive 63 can be removed by negating 63 from both sides. Negative 63, so positive 63 minus 3n, negative 63, right? And then equals 34 minus 63. 34 minus 63. Right? Then cancel out, cancel out. The only remaining term is 3n. 3n. Right? So 3n is here. 3n equals 34 minus 63. 34 minus 63 are two directed numbers. You know how to simplify two directed numbers. Right? I told you earlier. What is the biggest number of both of them? 63. Okay. Get the negation. Right? Negative. 63 minus 34, 29. Okay, put 29. Now you are going to decide the sign by looking at the biggest number sign. Negative. Negative 29. Now, if you want to isolate n in your left hand side, you need to divide both sides by negative 3. Right? You need to divide both sides by negative 3. Right? Negative divided by negative, positive. 3 times 1, 3 times 1. Done. 29, right? Negative divided by negative, positive, positive. 29 divided by 3. Can you divide? No. Right? You can divide, but it will take decimal numbers. Right? Decimal points. N equals 9.66. 29 divided by 3, you will get 9. So, an interesting point. Because of n is not an integer, right? This is not an integer. 9.66. You cannot have something like 9.66 term, 9.67 term, 9.7, 10.7, 100.1 term. No, only integers. First term, second term, third term, fourth term, 1000 term, 10,000 term, 999 term, likewise. Right? So, because of n is not an integer, right? 34 is not a term of the number pattern. And okay. I hope now you guys have done the example number 4. Right. Okay, I have received an answer from the A. Super. Here. So you have to follow the same steps, Puthi. Yeah? Hi. Now I will discuss this. For the last 2 questions, you have to do only this one, Puthi. Right? If it is a term, n will be an integer. If it is not a term, n will be an decimal number. Right? Or something. Right. Now look at the board. Right? I am going to discuss. Now you guys need to catch your weak point. Right? When I am discussing, right? Right? Already weak point right? Try to identify your weak point, right? Okay. Sanugi has sent me the answer only for the first two. Okay, Vidus has sent me all four answers. Okay, but I do not know the fourth one. What would be the answer for the fourth one? Let's see. Apival. Correct. So the page number 4. Right? Page number 4, example number 4. Same thing like previous. Tn equals 104 minus 4n. 104 minus 4n. Right? First term. Write the first four terms of this number of this sequence, right? N equals 1, n equals 2, right? N equals 3, n equals 4, right? So this one, T1, right? 104 minus 4 times 1. You know how to do this one, right? 104 minus 4, 100. Here T2 equals 104 minus 4 times 2, right? 104 minus 8, right? So it will give you 96, right? N equals 3, T3 equals 104 minus 4 times 3, 104 minus 12, right? It will give you 92, right? Third term, n equals 4, T4 equals 104 minus 4 times 4, right? 104 minus 16. Your answer would be 88. So these are the four terms that you are having. 100 minus 96, comma 92, comma 88. So these are the four terms. Second question, find the 10th term. You know how to do this one. If you want to find the 10th term, n equals 10, substitute T10 equals 104 minus 4 times 10. 104 minus 40, right? So subtract 4, 10, 64. T10 is 64, right? Now they are asking, show that number 24 is a term. Is a term. If it is a term, I need to show n is an integer. N is an integer. I need to check whether n is an integer or not. So, what you have to do is, third one, Tn equals 24. What is your Tn? 104 minus 4n equals 24. Right? So this is minus 4n and this is positive 104. I need to remove positive 104 if I want to isolate n in my left hand side. Right? So plus 104, negative 4n. Right? From both sides you need to negate 104. Right? From both sides you need to negate. Right? Okay. Cancel out, cancel. Here you have minus 4n equals, subtract two different numbers with two different signs. What is the ayya? Lokka 104. Subtract 104 minus 24. 0, 8, 80. So how you are going to find the sign of 80? Who is the biggest? Who is the ayya? 104 is the ayya. What is the sign? Negative. Negative. So divide both sides by negative 4 in order to find the value of a. Negative divided by negative, positive, right? Then 4 times 1, 4 times 1, negative divided by negative, 80 divided by 4, n equals 20. N equals 20. Then this is an integer, so that you can say, right? Because of n is an integer, 24 is a term of this number, right? You can tell them because You can write for the because n is an integer. Integer 24 is a term of the number pattern. Right. Fourth one. Show that 101 is not a term of this number pattern. The opposite Tn equals 101. Tn equals 101. Right. So your Tn is 104 minus 4n equals 101. So that you need to obtain the value of n and show it is not an integer. Right? So this is positive 104 minus 4n negate 104 both sides because I need to find the value of n. Right? Cancel out, cancel out. Here you have negative 4n. Here same thing. Who is the higher? 104 is the higher. Then get the subtraction. 104 minus 101, 3. What is the sign? Who is the higher? 104 is the higher. What is the sign? Negative. Put negative here. Divide both sides by negative 4. 4 times 1, 4 times 1. N equals negative divide by negative. Positive, positive. 3 divided by 4. 0.75. Ne? 0.75. Right? I think you know how to do the long division. Nah? How to do the long division. Neither. 4 times. Right? How many 4s are there for C? 3. 0. Right? 0 times 4, 0. Subtract 3. Right? Put 0 here. So that you have to put the decimal point. Take this 0 down. 30. How many 4s are there for 30? 4 times 7. 4 times 7, 28. Subtract. Here you have 20. Right? So, sorry, 2. So then again put another 0. Take this down. 0. 20. How many 4s are there for 20? 5. 4 times 5. 20. So 0.75. It is not an integer, decimal number, right? So you can write because n is not an integer. N is not an integer. 101 is not a term of the number pattern. 101 is not a term of the number pattern. Right. Haribudi. Did you understand this? Please send me Y to the chat. Only the last two, third one and fourth one.